World and everybody
What's
involved in the
up?
world.
Woo!
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Welcome to Broken Table Talks. I'm Pat.
I'm
That's
Matt.
Matt. Yeah. So I guess we're just jumping on here real quick to mostly discuss the recent fallout from not even All Out, but what happened backstage at All Out.
Yeah, All
Uh,
Out was pretty much forgotten about, like, almost immediately. Like, the MJF comeback and everything was kind of just fucking trampled on by the immediate news that, hey, people beat the shit out of each other backstage.
Yeah, and I mean, like, who's to blame us? I mean, yeah, it seems like there's a lot of animosity between, at least publicly now, between the Elite and CM Punk.
Yeah, and it's
Just
funny because it was only like a year ago when CM Punk, I think, did the pose with the Young Bucks, like in the ring. So
yeah,
like it's insane that it jumped so far so fast, and the insanity of the night is really what it was. It's like not only it wasn't just like, oh, somebody threw a punch and I guess what. No, fucking Ace Steel threw a chair and bit a guy.
I mean, I guess he's really itching to get back in the ring. I mean, that's one to point out to the naysayers. Nobody uses a steel chair in a real fight. Well,
The thing
there we
is
go.
I haven't heard confirmation that it was a steel chair. I want to know if he just threw a fucking like desk chair at somebody, like Braun Strowman threw at Roman Reigns on that one episode of Monday Night Raw.
I'd like to think that there was a nice big mahogany chair in CM Punk's locker room that
a,
he requests.
a
One
giant
of those.
throne.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine the throne that Cody smashed, but yeah, just this really nice mahogany fucking thing. And Ace Steel just picking up this like 100-pound plus fucking thing, throwing it. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah,
I guess I'll ask the first question. I think it's kind of a dumb question, but I'll ask it anyway. Matt, is this a work?
yeah, yeah. Of course it is. No one ever. There is no conflict in wrestling that's not a work. If there's a conflict in wrestling, it is a work, and there's no way around it. We're gonna come back in like 5 weeks or so after fucking Nick Jackson's eyes done being black, and they're just gonna play off of it for money. And I hope they do that because it'll be the funniest shit ever. Because I thoroughly expect CM Punk to be fired by either next week or he's not coming back. I think they can't fire him because he's injured.
Yeah, so that's the gray area that I was wondering about is so yeah, so CM Punk is shoot injured from the title match with John Moxley. So he's out for what I've seen to be 8 months.
Yeah, he just had
So
surgery like yesterday.
yeah, so yeah, he got injured, but if this altercation really went down, and yeah, he was throwing punches, then I don't know what kind of yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could fire someone well, obviously you can fire someone because of an incident like that, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's such a weird, okay, yeah, he was already hurt, and yeah, now, okay, yeah, I don't know.
Well, him getting hurt would make them vacate the title. that would be the end of that. It would have been, they might have even tried to pull an interim shit thing again, which I'm not a fan of. It's wrestling. It's not MMA. MMA, they have interim title holders because, yeah, that dude just got beat to shit and can't fight for 2 years, but he earned that title.
Yeah, I feel that.
Wrestling's scripted, so the, any day could be anybody's new chance. Who was that one guy that's had Brian Kendrick has held the WWE heavyweight title for like 5 minutes. So anybody can fucking carry that title, and it doesn't matter. So the interim thing they might have tried again, but really what it comes down to is if the investigation proves that the vice presidents of the company aggressively went to CM Punk's locker room and greeted him aggressively, then whose fault is it? Yeah, we can say CM Punk's a dick all we want. I think it's been known for a long time, but he's a fun dick. He's a good little dick.
I mean, but on the other hand, Punk literally said, "If you have a problem with me, come fucking take it up with me." And so, and I also heard that the kicking down the door was more of a metaphorical.
Yeah,
Um, they didn't actually kick down the door. I'm sure they were probably banging on the door, and I'm sure that they greeted him aggressively. But I
yeah.
mean, like he asked for it, so like yeah, and then so I mean,
But if I
the
if I ask you to come punch me in the face, and then you come punch me in the face, you're still going to jail. If I call the cops, you're still going to jail. You're still in trouble.
yeah,
And me
I'm just
and me
like,
saying
yeah,
come punch me in the face, yeah, it's going to be used as a defense. You'll get less time,
yeah,
but you're still going to
exactly.
get in a lot of trouble.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean,
It's
I
mainly because of their position. The three of
yeah,
them are EVPs of the company. There are 100 different ways to deal with that scenario rather than the way CM Punk asked them to. CM Punk's just one guy who likes to talk a whole bunch of shit. And this isn't the first fucking time. CM Punk's talked shit every fucking episode of Dynamite.
and well, what's super weird is this all ties back to quote unquote shit talking and the throwaway line from what 4 months ago by Hangman Page
Oh yeah.
that was literally said by every other wrestler that Punk had feuded with, and it seems that it just kind of stems from Punk holding a resentment against Hanger, and which is totally fucking funny because Hangman was on Dynamite. He's not suspended. He
No, because he
was
didn't go to
he was on
anybody's
the blood
door.
match. Yeah, because he doesn't fucking care.
He went and got a beer after All Out. That was it.
On character, man. On character.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, so it's funny because like everyone had, I didn't even remember that line that Hangman said. When it got
Same.
brought up on Twitter and stuff, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, did it really affect you that much? Like, well, they just talked about somebody's was it their dead? Oh yeah, Christian and Jungle Boy talking about
Yeah.
his dead father, and I guarantee they go to the back and they're just like, dude, that was a rip, that was a rip,
Yeah.
man. And CM Punk comes out and he's like, I have to bash everybody at this media scrum, or else I look like a pussy.
Yeah, it's like and I mean, if it seems like Punk is mostly upset about obviously like dirt sheets and stuff like that,
Yeah,
rumors going around, which like okay, understandable. Like that's 100% understandable. Go after them.
yeah, completely.
But
It's
like
completely valid.
yeah, to then yeah, drag people in the company and that just I mean, yeah, the good way of talking shit and leaking stuff is you obviously never talk to them. You tell other people that you know will fucking talk, but I
Yeah.
mean like again, that's just all hearsay at that point. So like I don't know, like could the Bucks have been spreading these rumors and then those rumors leaking to dirt sheets. That's entirely possible. Will we ever actually fucking know? No.
No. The
So,
the investigation's going to end, and the only way we're going to find out is if CM Punk's fired. The Bucks, I don't even know how that works. Can they get fired? I mean, I assume by Tony Khan they
yeah.
can because he owns it, but like, what happens after? Like, it's in the title of the show, All Elite Wrestling. So
I mean,
we're about to just have AW,
AW.
almost Elite Wrestling, AEW.
There we go.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, if the Young Bucks end up anywhere else, I don't even know if WWE is an option. That was a rumor going around this week that they put out feelers to WWE, but I think that's
That's
just already
normal.
happened before.
Yeah, that's
Everyone wants to make sure they have a job. So,
yeah, it's like okay, like yeah, it's just like everyone does that. Normal regular people do that with jobs all the time.
yeah.
Like
So I
I
don't I don't really take it. I don't take anything from that. It's just kind of people. It's the dirt sheets just saying it again. The main factor that comes down to it is the people who are involved in the investigation. It's
yeah,
MJF,
my boy. My
MJF,
boy.
and like some backstage producers or something who saw the event happen.
Yeah, which I mean, welcome back MJF.
Welcome back, Kenny Omega. He was only on fucking like 2 episodes of Dynamite before he got suspended.
You're
For
out of here.
and all he did, from what I heard, was get bit and try to save a dog.
Hey man, he was gonna pull a full Eric Cartman. He was gonna kidnap Larry. Oh no, it's not. That's not South Park. That's Oh fuck. That was WWF. That was the Al Snow angle with
Oh yeah,
Big Boss Man. So he was gonna fucking Big Boss Man. Kenny was gonna steal Larry, and then he was gonna make CM Punk eat Larry. That was
exactly.
all Ace Steel was thinking. I mean,
You got that mixed up simply because of the Scott Tenorman
Scott
episode of
Tenorman must.
South Park.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so like Kenny Omega, it sucks that he just got back, dog, and everyone wanted to see him so bad. His match was phenomenal. The whole trios thing was phenomenal, and now we have Death Triangle holding those titles. And are they really just going to bring the Bucks and Omega back and then just give them a title shot again? Or how is this system going to work?
Um,
Yes.
if I don't know how to say this, Matt, but they're just gonna fucking get him back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think.
Because there's no real fan heat on the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
No,
Most of
they're
the fan heat is on CM Punk, which it belongs.
yeah, and like which fucking sucks because I mean like I get it. I'm an I'm an angry, outspoken person at work. I tell people and my boss to their face that I fucking don't like my job and that I'm just here to fucking not die, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm not in the public eye.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
It was in.
I don't matter to the company. I don't actually make the company I work for fucking money.
Yeah. What
So
what he did was in front of was at a media scrum after a major pay per view with major returns, major title changes, including him winning the fucking title.
and major angles being set up, him and MJF.
Yeah, so like the entire show revolved around crowning the first ever trios titles and CM Punk and Moxley and MJF coming back. And all three of those angles got screwed up by this one guy who went out there and for some reason started talking about Colt Cabana.
Right?
Just for
Like,
some reason. I rewatched it. I there's like one moment where I'm like, okay, it was kind of brought up, but like not
no, it
directly.
wasn't. Not at all. The it consists of he sits down, he selects on purpose a journalist that he knows has history with Colt Cabana, asks him a more or less rhetorical question because Punk knew the fucking answer
Yeah.
to it, and then just went into this tirade. It's like so I'm on the side of like they'll have to turn it into a work. This was all just this was there was a shooty McPew pew bang bang right from the fucking start as soon as CM Punk started eating those goddamn baked goods.
Yeah.
Um and
CM Punk's
obviously it'll
war muffins.
yeah. And the only thing that I saw that made me think that it could possibly have been a work from the start, which I don't think it was Punk going in and basically setting himself up for that rant. Cause
Yeah.
like if Punk would have just accepted that dude's question, then it would have been that it. I can guarantee you, no one there was gonna ask about Colt Cabana.
Yeah, because I didn't even realize. Did he get released? Colt Cabana, is he not in AEW?
No,
Like I don't even.
his contract was shifted over to a Ring of Honor
Oh
contract.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So like
Of all the people whose contracts got shifted over to Ring of Honor, the last person anyone fucking cared about was Colt Cabana.
yeah, and I'm sure Colt, I mean he tweeted for the first time since all this shit went down, basically just being like, I want an action figure, which I think is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you that again, like he had he had no part of this either.
No,
So
the way that I view it is I think there was something planned to work. There was a
yeah,
work being played here. Punk went into very strong business for himself and did not stop. I think there was a point when he realized he had gone too far and then he kept going. And then
yeah,
Tony Khan's face the whole time just mortified. And it was like he couldn't even continue the rest of the scrum when Jericho was up there and he was like, "Hey, yo, some shit went down. Got to talk to you in your office." Like
yeah,
he wasn't particularly mic'd up for that interaction. It just so happened that they had really good mics on the table.
yeah,
Like he did not say that loud enough to. He was trying to keep that a secret, but he needed to tell Tony Khan because Tony Khan was doing a media scrum and wasn't able to get that information. He's like, dude, but we need to talk.
yeah,
So like he didn't have a fucking whatever that the little mini mics on. It was just the microphones on the table, picked it up, and people just ran with it. And I'm like, there was a work that was going to happen of just people being mad at CM Punk and whatever, and then it escalated to them going in and being like, "Hey, yo, that shit was really not fucking cool."
yeah. Okay, I could see that. I could see that it because I mean, like I said earlier, Punk was hurt during the Moxley match, so he was gonna have to relinquish the title
Yeah,
again.
he was probably
Eh,
fucking pissed when he went back for the
Yeah,
media scrum.
yeah, he was probably yeah, exactly. He was probably fucking pissed, and so I could see how there could have been this, okay, well, this will be the start of the CM Punk heel turn.
Yeah,
Like he'll be out for fucking ever, but then he comes back and it's a you fans fucking did this to me. I pushed myself too hard, which okay, I would have taken, but yeah,
yeah,
I think like you said that he started going hard and I mean, we saw on Dynamite the other week when he made fun of that fucking fan,
yeah,
uh, he said that he probably shouldn't have said that, and so there's a very very good look at what is possibly a short fuse, and yeah,
yeah,
I could totally see him going in with the intention of okay, I'll fucking I'll do a light bury on a couple fucking people to get some cheap heat
Yeah.
and then relinquish the title again. And then, yeah, like you said, he reached a point where he was like, oh, well, I'm kind of balls deep already.
Yeah.
So,
And then what I think is like his real feelings came out after that. And then it was just like, no, fuck the EVPs, fuck them, dirt sheets, Colt Cabana, fucking these muffins are delicious.
dude, the meme that I've seen everywhere fuck you,
You're
you're cool,
cool.
fuck you too.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah, and I think and also this brings up a really solid fucking discussion about how far AEW has just let these um, promos go. Yes, don't do completely scripted fucking promos. Those always suck. It's been there's very rare, really good scripted promos. But you cannot let these people just go off. You let these people go off, people like Hangman Page will take that one sentence that he said and someone's going to get pissed. And it's going to keep happening. CM Punk said the thing about the fat dude or the fat chick in the crowd not having sex with anybody. Like that fan probably went home relatively upset and not too happy. And as far as I saw somebody on like one person on Twitter was like, "Oh no, that was like a heckler." And everyone went off on them. It's like, "No, that nobody heard this guy say anything."
Yeah, I that see, and yeah, that's the thing too, is like I didn't hear anything. Well, so I guess he did yell out like Colt Cabana or some shit like that. Like I think I went back and like, or I saw a separate clip where they like just turned the audio up like a fuck ton, and like yeah, you could hear something. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but again, does the people do that all the fucking time, and
Yeah,
have done that since wrestling has been a thing, since
yeah.
live entertainment has been a thing. There are hecklers, and it's just
Yeah,
something
like
as a professional you should know how to deal
when we
with.
were at that show and I told Jason Jordan that I hoped he was a better wrestler than his dad was a dad. That's just what you get people who get drunk and they just yell stuff. They're there for a good time. Ronda Rousey had the same problem when she showed up. She was like, "Why are fans booing me?" Because they're your fans.
Yeah.
We love to hate you. I hate wrestling, which is why I love wrestling. That's the whole point. I hate Roman Reigns' 1,000-day not being pinned run, but it's gonna end eventually, and I'll be the happiest fucker in the world. And when that
Yeah.
day comes, I'm gonna shout it from the fucking rooftops and probably get a tattoo of the day. But but either way, yeah, you have to have such thick skin to be it like if you're a comedian, if you're somebody in a play, you have to have thick skin. There's going to be people in the crowd who are going to yell something really stupid. You can get them kicked out, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you can't just go up to someone and be like, "Oh, this person in his basement never fucked anybody." I'm like, "Yeah, now let that guy defend himself." Oh, he can't because he's
And
being screamed at by thousands of other fans now? You're an
love
adult,
it.
Phil Brooks. Fucking act like it.
Damn. First and last name. Real
First,
name.
it's
Shoot
because it was
names.
trending on Twitter like for 3 days. Just Phil Brooks. It's obnoxious how stupid he went at the scrum. I hope they don't find anything really bad on the Bucks and Omega in the investigation because I want them back. It's at least Omega. Young Bucks, yeah, you'll take a break. I like the Young Bucks, but we see them all the fucking time. Kenny Omega's been gone for fucking 6 months, had like 8 surgeries, worked on his vertigo that he's been just working with somehow, and comes back and puts on banger after banger after banger. And now he's out because CM Punk wanted to cry like a little bitch.
Love it.
Yeah, nothing else really went on this week in wrestling, or at least nothing that like overshadowed that at
Yeah.
all. Roman Reigns didn't do anything on SmackDown.
Nope.
They brought out the brother so they could introduce him to the people who don't watch NXT, so everybody. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, there's not a lot getting set up right now. Extreme Rules. Oh, Ronda Rousey won the match to get another title shot at Extreme Rules.
Lovely.
So that's going to be not fun to watch. And if she doesn't get pinned clean, I don't know how they're going to keep going with this. Ronda Rousey, you don't need to be in the fucking title picture. You're good. Get out. Stop.
Get out.
It's like she only shows up to work if she finds out that she's going to get a title picture the next week.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big crossover fan. Like, I don't like when famous athletes come into professional wrestling. Maybe it's just like an elitist thing, but I think you should kind of have to fucking like,
Train.
yeah, exactly. You kind of have to like grind it the fuck out a little bit. I mean, like,
Yeah, like there's that
it,
video of Triple H training the people in the performance center and the guy's ball is hanging out. You have to go through that embarrassment.
yeah, your balls have to fall out in front of Triple H if you want to wrestle in the WWE.
Exactly.
Balls out for Triple H. Get it trending.
And then another factor of it is like, I don't mind MMA fighters coming in. That's pretty much my only stand though. Is like an MMA fighter has trained, but they have trained to hurt,
Yeah,
to
which
injure. But
which yeah is ugh.
but yeah, they to get past that, they can learn to pull punches. They can do shit like that. So an MMA fighter, whatever. That I never mind. I was actually pretty stoked when Ronda Rousey came in, but when it comes down to like, uh, what's the fuck, what's the football player's name? The fuck, I can't remember
Pat
his name.
McAfee.
Not Pat McAfee. He's on commentary, and he did a fantastic job in his matches. So
He was fucking great.
he must have been training hard. But no, Gable Stevenson, that guy.
Oh, the wrestler,
Yeah.
not a football.
Oh, he was a wrestler.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
collegiate wrestler.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't like him just simply because he just doesn't have a personality. Besides, I was in college
Yeah.
and now I'm in WWE. Logan Paul. It sucks because the people we're talking about do good jobs.
Yeah, Logan Paul, yeah, fucking dude, shoot me in the fucking foot, but like, yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah,
But like,
both of the matches he's had have been good.
yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I guess there's my difference. I don't mind celebrity matches. So
Yeah.
I don't mind Drew Carey in the fucking Royal Rumble. I don't mind
You don't mind
Logan.
people that you know
I
because
didn't
you
mind
don't
that
know
too.
athletes.
I mean, I don't,
Yeah.
but like, what? Yeah, I guess I do just like people I know.
I mean,
Uh,
that's the way I feel. I am too. Like whenever they bring in, there was like that big tall basketball player that came in for like an episode, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he came back the next week, and I'm like, stop, we don't need him. And then Tyson Fury, I was like, no, we don't need that guy either. And Cain
yeah,
Velasquez, I have nothing but good things to say about Cain Velasquez. I will move on. Uh,
agreed.
absolutely. Um, shit, that threw me
But
off. Yeah, but the other people.
I don't know. Yeah, goddamn, that was a tangent. We got lost real quick on that.
Yeah, well, we have about a minute left, so. Or do you want to go to 45 or do you want to stay at 30?
let's keep it a nice tight 30. I guess let's round it out with okay, what's your you're on this side for me, I'm pretty sure. What
You're on that side.
yeah, no really? So
Yeah.
I should put it this way.
Yeah, it's mirrored.
Oh. So yeah, okay. So point that way. Professional. Matt,
Yeah.
um what's your ideal fallout of the CM Punk and being the elite thing? And why do you hate Ronda Rousey so much?
Okay, I'll start off with your second question.
Okay.
I hate Ronda Rousey because she only gets matches that are title matches, and even when she loses, she doesn't get pinned. And when she loses, well, she got pinned, but it was like Liv Morgan, her shoulder, she tapped. There's always an excuse to why she lost. So just fuck that. But
That
my ideal fallout would be CM Punk getting fired. I'm done with the Punk train has left the station for me. I loved
choo-choo.
I loved when he came back. Hearing Cult of Personality for about a year and a half was really great. He got his title run. He's good. He's gonna go off on a sour note, but that's not our fault. That's his fault. And the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega coming back. I don't think they should be the next trios titles winners. I think Death Triangle needs to do something with another trio besides Best Friends. Have that feud. Have Death Triangle retain. Young Bucks finally come back. Hopefully, I would say the earliest that I would want them back is probably like December or January. It's gonna take a bit.
Damn.
There's gotta be consequences to it.
I
They
was gonna
are,
say October.
well, they're representative of the whole show. They're EVPs, dog. Well, it depends on what the investigation says. If we get new information from the investigation and they were completely just like nonchalant about it, and they were like, "Nah, man, we didn't do shit. We just walked up and he started throwing punches, and Kenny Omega got bit." Then it's like, okay, come back next week. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But if they instigated some shit, there needs to be a higher repercussion for them because of how high up they are on the ladder. Because that's going to show people like Eddie Kingston, who just recently came back from his suspension, that it's like, well, what the fuck? I was suspended and they're already back. I
Yeah.
don't I don't know how long Eddie Kingston was suspended for. He just wasn't on TV. We didn't get a number, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know he wasn't on TV for at least a week, maybe two.
Yeah, and that was just for him like getting in
Yeah, he
was it
punched
physical?
Sammy.
Did he
Yeah, he
actually punch
punched
him?
Sammy. Fairly sure. Or no, I think it was just a physical altercation. So I think he shoved him or something.
Yeah. So either way, yeah, I think earliest I'd like to see them back and actually in a title picture and doing something is probably December. Now, what about you? What do you think should happen?
Uh, Philip Brooks is gonna be fired. The Bucks and Omega will probably sit out until mid-October, come back, and then yeah, probably around December, January. They're back at the trios titles. Yeah, like you said, I think Death Triangle will probably drop the title to someone in like November, December, and probably in November because that's full torque. I mean, full gear. Um, and so they'll probably lose the titles there, and then whoever wins the titles off of them will probably face the Elite, which I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. You heard it here first. It's gonna be Sting, Darby, and Brody King, the new trios titles at Full Gear. I'm saying it right fucking now.
Darby Allin and Brody King are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna team up. They're gonna scissor each other with Daddy Sting.
Oh yeah,
And
you're gonna get your moment at the next show for fucking those people winning the titles. So don't worry about it.
Daddy ass.
Yeah, and then
Anyway,
when people realize how stupid the whole thing is and the fad's over,
nope,
they'll be nobodies. But anyway,
will never happen. But anyways,
so we're gonna go ahead and end stream here in a second. Yeah, those are our final thoughts on that. It probably isn't gonna go anywhere. We're probably not even gonna get any more news for probably like 2 months. They'll do the investigation. Eventually, something will leak out to somebody who gets to hear about like the entire investigation, but they can only release a little bit. And then we're also going to find out if CM Punk's been fired or not. Hopefully next week. I hope we get that answer very soon because it's really annoying that he's just kind of sitting there, or at least that his suspension's unpaid. That's what a lot of people want, is for his
Yeah.
suspension to not be paid. Okay, I'm going to click the end stream button. Da-da-boop.